Hello guys, good evening. Welcome to learn-automation.com. This is Mukesh. Today in this tutorial we'll talk about Jenkins with Selenium. I thought I will cover this video tutorial because in my blog I was getting so many inquiries about the Jenkins and they were facing so many issues like class not found issue and they are facing issue even with configuration. So I thought I will share with others. So let's get started. Before moving to the actual scenario, we'll see high level agenda. So this is our high level agenda. We'll see how to download Jenkins, then we'll see how to install and configure the Jenkins. So this is from the Jenkins side. We'll move to the Selenium side. So we'll create first Selenium script, then we'll create a batch file and we'll upload that batch file to Jenkins. So at last we'll execute the Jenkins job. So let's get started. So I will move to the browser and I will download Jenkins. So click on Jenkins. So this is the official website. Welcome to Jenkins CI. CI stand for continuous integration. So yeah. So this is the download war file. Okay, you can click on this latest and greatest. So current version is 1.610. So it will ask you, do you want to open or save? So I will click on save. So I already have this. So I will click on cancel as of now because I already downloaded before moving to this tutorial. So I will show you. So if I go to C drive and software, yeah, so this is the war file available. So I will show you how to start this. So for this you can open command prompt, type cmd if you are using Windows 8.1 or 8. Otherwise you can go to start menu and open this command prompt. So okay, so this is the Jenkins war file which I have to download. So I will type java -jar. Okay, so executing jar file and var file both are same, so you can type java -jar and just drag and drop this var file here and press enter. So it will start executing. Okay, so it will take some time. Let's get started with the Selenium because it will take some time to start the Jenkins server. I will move on to the Eclipse side and I will create a fresh project for you. So create a new Java project and let's say Jenkins demo. I will click on next and I will add Selenium jar file here. Yeah, library, add external jar, and I have to add the jar file here. So as of now I'm adding only single jar file, that is Selenium server standalone 2.45, that is the latest one. Open, finish. Okay, so this is my project created. Let's move on whether it's started or not. Yes, so you can see Jenkins is fully up and running. Okay, so if I navigate to browser, if I need to check whether it's running or not, so by default Jenkins will start at 8080 port number. To validate the same, I will type localhost colon 8080. Oh, it's not getting, just give me a minute. You need to type here localhost colon 80 localhost colon 8080. Press enter. Okay, it's not taking, so let's move to the different browser. I think some browser issue. So open notepad, http colon double slash localhost colon 8080 and press enter. So it will show you the Jenkins UI. So it is taking some time. So let's move. Yeah, it started. Okay, so you can see it's coming with a dashboard. And before starting this tutorial itself, I tried with a sample scenario. It was working fine. But once you download, you will not get this part. The right hand side, you will get only these fields. So you need to configure this Jenkins first so that you can execute your Selenium test cases. So for that, you need to click on manage Jenkins. My net is quite slow today, so it's taking time. Yeah, so go to configuration system, So as of now, you have to give only the Java path so that Jenkins can identify where exactly your Java is installed. So I will show you where my Java is installed. I will go to C drive, program files, and I will go to Java, JDK 1.8. So this is where exactly my Java is installed. So I will copy this, and if I navigate here, so scroll down, simple, you can see here JDK installation. Click here. You need to type Java underscore home, okay, which I already given, and I will specify the path. That's all. And by default, install automatically will be checked. So you have to uncheck it. Otherwise, every time whenever the new Java version will come, it will simply update. So might be you will face some issues because Selenium is not sure whether it's compatible with the latest Java version or not. So uncheck that. Okay. As of now, you can simply configure this only and simply click here, apply and save. Okay, so you will get this green bar. So this is the Jenkins configuration. That's all. We have downloaded, we have started, and we have configured. So as of now, we have given only Java paths. So this is from the Jenkins side. So let's create a simple script first. So I will create a small package called demo Jenkins, and I will create class as well, like demo Jenkins job, and I will click on finish. So I will create a small test case, public void test Jenkins, okay, and I will use at testng. So I will write at the rate test. I will select this testng annotation, and since we are using a demo part, so I will try with printing. So I will write sys out. I will type welcome to Jenkins world. Okay, so let's save this and let's create a XML file because uh, in the next scenario we are going to configure batch file with this XML only. So we need to run this uh, actual Selenium script with the help of testng. So I will create a XML file for this. Okay, so by default it's giving suit as a suit, test as a test, and default name is the testng.xml. So simply click on finish button. You will get this testng.xml file which we created right now, and you can execute this XML file just to check whether your script is running or not. Simply right click, go to run as testng suit. Yes, it means it's working fine. So now what we'll do, we'll run this XML file from command prompt. Okay, so for that I will simply right click on this project, go to property, go to this location, copy this, and I will open run. I will specify the path here. So you can see this is my project home directory. So what we need to do now, we need to download, we need to put all the libraries file here now, because once we create batch file, we need to give this library location. So I will create one folder called lib here, and in this lib folder, I will put all the jar files. Let me show you. If I go to download, no. If I go to C drive, Mukesh drive, Selenium, yeah, this is the library. So I have a lib folder. Inside this lib folder, what I did, I put all the I have kept all the jar files in this lib folder only. So if you go to this particular Selenium, so I have one server file which I kept inside this lib folder. So you can see I have this jar file here. And if you open this Selenium Java 2.45, which we downloaded from Selenium HQ website, so these two jar files and these all the jar files, I combined all the jar files and I have created a separate folder called lib. So what I will do, I will copy this lib folder and I will paste into the home directory, project home directory. Where is the project home directory? Okay, just give me a minute. So again, I will go to run. Yeah. So this was the project home directory. So I will delete this lib folder because I already copied that lib folder from my C drive and I have pasted here. Okay, so all the libraries in my project home directory now, and I have one bin folder as well. So let's create one what you can say batch file, and before running that batch file we'll test. So just give me a minute, let me connect charger. Okay, so this is your project workspace. So I will open command prompt and I will type cd. Cd means stand for change directory. I will copy this path and I will paste here. Okay, so you can see right now we are inside C workspace Jenkins demo. So before executing that XML file, let me set the class path, and this is the important point that we need to set the class path. What exactly it means? Simply we're telling Jenkins, or you can say our batch file, that our binary files or our the actual dot class file is inside this bin folder. So I will specify bin. Yeah, so we have specified for binary files. In the same way, we need to specify the library location. So again, I will paste this path slash lib slash star. It means inside library folder, whatever jar file is available, it will take the path. And sorry, we have not written that set class path. Type set class path equal to, yeah, once again set the binary, then set the, yeah, this library location. Now let's try whether we are able to execute this testng.xml file from this command prompt. So I will type java org.testng.testng. Okay, so make sure this is capital T and last two words are the capitals. Then we'll specify this testng.xml file. Press enter. You are getting one error called cannot find the class path. This is the very general issue which you will face. So in that case, simply close this command prompt and again start. Okay, copy, type cd and enter this. Let's try java org.testng.testng testng.xml. Yeah, so it's saying cannot find or load the main class. Okay, now we'll set the class path again. Set class path equal to, specify this location slash bin semicolon. So this is for binary file. Paste this and say lib slash star. Okay, now class path set. Let's execute again. Yeah, it's printing and you can see it's giving welcome to Jenkins world, which I was getting in Eclipse as well. It means we are able to execute our testng.xml file from command prompt, and I have faced so many questions in my blog that how to execute Selenium test case from command prompt. So this is one of your solution. Now what we have to do, we need to create a batch file for this. Okay, so let's start a fresh notepad. Okay, and yes, here you need to type some basic command. First java hyphen cp for compile, bin binary folder location, semicolon, lib folder slash star. It means our binary file and library is available inside our project home directory itself. Then again same thing, org.testng.testng. Make sure T and ng is capital, and XML file name. So in case if you are changing this XML file name, you can change it. As of now, I'm not changing because it's the default one. And simply I will save this file and I will say in double quotes, say run dot bat. It's a BAT command. So make sure you are putting inside double quotes. Save this file. So you can see this batch file created and you can see the type as well. It's saying Windows batch file. So if I double click on this, it's running. It's doing the same task Only thing, if I'm double clicking, it's internally running this testng.xml file. So your task almost done, 80%. Now what we need to do, we need to tell Jenkins that go to this particular directory and run this batch file. So I will go to this Jenkins. Let's create a new job. Click on new item and I will say Jenkins demo. Click on the freestyle project. Click on OK. Just wait. It's coming. So click on advanced option. You can see advanced project option. So there's some basic field, like if you want to give some description about your project, you can give. As of now, I'm not giving, so you can click on advanced project option, click on advanced and select this checkbox, use custom workspace. So it is asking, give me the project home directory. So this is our project home directory. I will copy and paste here. If you want to give some name, you can give, otherwise you can skip this. Last and the most important part, build. How exactly you want to run this build. So if I click on this, I will get 5 options. Okay, so I will click on the first one, Windows batch command, because we created one batch file, right? So I will type run.bat. Since we created run.bat file only, in case if you are giving some different name, you can specify the same name. Click on apply, click on save. Okay, so your job is ready. Let's see whether it's working or not. So click on build now. So this is build started. Click on this, click on console output. Here we go. Congrats, because your test case is running fine. It's saying welcome to Jenkins world and it's showing a run 1, failure 0, skip 0, and your build is successful. Okay, let's run one more time. Click on build now. It's executed again and it's running very fast because we are not running any Selenium script. Simply I'm using one system.out.println. So let's specify here. So I will start a browser, WebDriver, driver equal to new Firefox driver, and I will pass URL and I will specify one dummy application. So I will take Facebook, www.facebook.com, driver dot, sorry, I will use this out now. I just want to check whether it's opening Facebook or not. So I will see with printing part. So I will say get title. And finally, I will close that browser itself. So I will say driver.quit. Now, very important point. You can see I'm starting a browser, I'm passing the URL, I'm printing the title, I'm closing also. Okay, so if I run using this XML file, run this as testng suite, let's see whether it's running or not. So it's printing one Jenkins world message, that's fine. Now it will start Firefox browser and it will do the remaining things. Okay. The exact reason why I'm running this program, because once you start running the same program using Jenkins, it will not show you the UI. Okay, it's coming on UI now. It will start browser, it will do all the operation which we have requested to Selenium. It will do the same thing, it will print the title and close it. Okay, and it's running the program. Let's do the same thing via Jenkins. Again, I will open this and I will click build now. Okay, so you will see the build will start. If I click on this build, console output, okay, you can see it's still running and you will not get anything on UI part. Welcome to Jenkins world. Just wait. And why it is taking time, because all you know, Selenium works little bit slower with Firefox only, because it comes by default. So if you try with Chrome, IE and different browsers, it will be little bit faster. Because you can see it is doing the same thing. Welcome to Facebook, it's printing the title and your build is successful. Like this you can work with Jenkins. We have so many options with Jenkins. So we can schedule the build as well. We can send the email notification So in the next tutorial, I will cover how to how to schedule a build for the nightly execution, how to configure email notification. So in the next tutorial, I will cover all this part. So let's see whether we have covered all thing or not. So this is download, install, configuration, script, batch file, execute. Yes. So we have covered all the high level agenda for today. And if you have any information, you can visit my blog learn-automation.com. So I have posted the same scenario. And in case any doubt, you can comment in the below section, and you can visit my blog. You can paste your query there itself. I am very active visitor in my blog, so I will try to cover and I will try to answer all your queries. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a nice day. This is Mukesh from learn-automation.com. Have a nice day.